pay my bills, and all of a sudden they get a check in the mail, or, exact amount of things. I mean, we hear about miracles, But I'm going to share this miracle right after somebody shares their testimony. But one of the first questions I have for you is, what have you been, first of all, what have you been going through, and how long? Talk to us about what you've been going through.
Okay, for anybody who doesn't know me, I'm Stephanie Marshall. Keith's my husband, Keith Marshall. I want to tell you first, I have a lot of breathing problems, so it's hard for me to do a lot of things, so sometimes I get slow and I have to be like, but I'm okay, I'm fine. So I haven't written down here, I have been on dialysis for 9 years next month. I do it 4 times a day, and I also have a lot of other problems. What has caused this is a disease I have called Wagner's granulomatosis. It's an autoimmune disease, and it's basically attacked my body after I had my son. So for 9 years I've been on dialysis, and I also lost part of my heart function. It's at 35%, and then it also scarred my lungs, and that's the reason I have a hard time. And they tell me I have the lung capacity of a 5-year-old child. So those are just the big problems that I have, like anemia and other ear, nose, throat problems. There's a lot of stuff, but that's the basis of the problems.
Were you going to share this?
Yeah. I mean, you wanted me to read it, or you wanted to ask more questions?
No. Go ahead and share that.
Okay, so this is just what I wanted to give a little bit of my testimony. It's just a small little tidbit, not a lot. I have a lot of stuff, and I tell you everything. I'd be here all day. So it's just to help encourage people and let you guys know that, like you said, we all have problems. But as a Christian, it helps to build our faith, and it's what makes us stronger. Like I said, next month will be my 9th year on dialysis. And I won't go into details, but I was very sick for 2 years after I was very sick for 2 years, and then after I had my son, it brought out the rare disease that I had. Let's see, I already told you guys all that. Let's see. Trying to see my notes here. Okay. Like I said, that's all the big stuff I deal with on a daily basis. I have a ton of problems. I'm 32, but I feel like I'm 80 inside. But I don't let that get to me. I feel that God is my strength, and I love my life, and I feel that I'm blessed. Some people are really stubborn, and God has to allow people to go through traumatic experiences to realize that we need to just come to Him instead of run from Him. I am one of those people, of course, that is stubborn and had to go through these experiences. And through this difficult time in my life, I have gotten to know God in a different way. I have learned to hold on to Him. I have learned to let Him be my strength. In my notes, I capitalized strength because of the fact that I feel like the reason I'm able to do all of this is because it's God's strength, not mine, not at all. It's all in God's strength. Pastor Anthony told me this is called courage while under fire. And I put, do I have courage while I'm in the fire? I honestly don't know. But what I do know is in spite of what we go through, it's nothing compared to Christians around the world. And that's why I feel like I'm very blessed. I have medicine to help me live, I have a roof over my head, and I have plenty of food. As long as God keeps me alive, I will keep doing. I will keep helping, and I will keep going strong. This is not really the end of my story. I plan on coming back to tell you guys the complete history of the story and my whole, of everything I've gone through. But I plan to come back when He's completely healed me, because I don't want to. I don't want a kidney transplant, even though doctors say my kidneys are completely dead. I believe God can heal and restore them. I believe He can restore my lungs and my heart, and I'm praying that He's going to heal me one day. And I know it's been 9 years, but I still believe. So if you guys can remember to pray, that's all I ask for. Amen.
Steve is obviously going today? And also maybe share just a couple of the ministries that you're actually involved in today, right now.
Well, right now, me and my wife, we serve in about 4 different ministries, 5-ish kind of right now. This is all we know. She's been in church longer than I have. I've been in church only, gosh, maybe about.
I've been coming here since I was 10.
Yeah, so, but we've both been able to serve in churches before, and we know nothing different. God has blessed us immensely. Basically, He just wanted our hearts. He wants your guys' hearts. If you can't give a talent, I mean, give your time. There's so much need in the church, and you will bless somebody. You will be blessed yourself. It's hard. It's indescribable. We've never been without. God has always provided. I've gotten checks in the mail that I had no idea where they came from. We've had money show up in our bank account that might have been for something like 2, 3, maybe years ago, whatever. I mean, it happens. Don't limit God. Don't put God in a box. Obviously, she's a walking testimony. She's my hero. I can't complain about a head cold. Obviously, I can't complain about sympathy. It doesn't happen in my house. Although she's very loving and nice, she does give me sympathy. But serve God with your heart. Put God first in your life. Give Him everything that you've got, because He will bless you daily with everything that He has. You have no idea. You really don't.
Yeah, lean on Him. When you just lean on God, you just ask Him for strength. Because I'm telling you, if it wasn't for God, I would not be here. With all the problems I've had, I would not be here.
We're going to go in and pray for them just a moment. But I was thinking about courage under fire. Courage under fire. I mean, you think of a military term, and you think of people that there's shots being fired, and RPG. I mean, just people just getting bombarded with artillery, and yet still in the fight, still making it happen, still serving their purpose. And when I think of Sonia, I mean, she just really blesses my heart, because sometimes we get tired, we don't feel like coming. Sometimes we deal with certain people. I don't feel like dealing with them today in the church, but yet we are without excuse. And I believe as a church, when we hear testimonies of people that are going through things that most of us wouldn't even know if she wasn't called up here today, and yet still serving, still pursuing a relationship with God, still seeking to do greater and just awesome things that God has put in her heart. And so I'm truly blessed, but I believe as a church we can come together, pray and believe, but also identify ourselves as saying, as the scripture says, hey, when other people are mourning, I'm going to mourn with them. When other people are rejoicing, I'm going to rejoice with them. But believe me, God's going to definitely do some powerful things. But let's pray for Sonia. I'll go for it.
Let's see more things real quick. 9 years ago, she was given 6 months to live by doctors. And we've had several people tell us, and I also confirmed that she was going to be healed miraculously by God. So that's what we're going